Evening Cafe. Wait. Hold on right up.
Evening fuckers. Fancy a crown? Sorry about the whole kidnapping you in the middle of the night thing, but this is very important. You see, somebody stole my prized collection of Mrs. Brown's crowns, and I need your help to find the fucker that took them, and help me take his kneecaps. Now this won't be easy. Anyone unhinged enough to steal that many Iceland products must be completely mental, so this will require real expertise in espionage and other spy shit. So to prepare you for this task, here is a review of Jazzpunk, a funny little game about being a spy. Let's get into it. Jazzpunk is a delightfully simple game. A first-person adventure title. You play a spy working for a secret agency, who is sent on a series of increasingly bizarre and nonsensical missions, such as stealing a cowboy's artificial kidney, and beating a robotic pig with a ukulele. Exploration is the main focus of Jazzpunk's gameplay, with shooter or first-person action reserved for specific sections within certain missions. However, unlike other first-person exploration games, which are utter bore-fests, Jazzpunk compensates by having all sorts of weird shit stuffed into each of its levels.
是一个坚韧不拔的纪录片，在香港这。
Jazzpunk's greatest strength is the sheer depth and variety of content within each level. These run the gambit from small gags, such as a hotel displaying a sign stating it's closed for salmon spawning season, to whole side areas and quests that you can accidentally stumble upon by clicking random shit, like using a random phone leading to you assisting a group of cyberpunks in a bank robbery. This gives the game solid replay value, as you'll most likely miss most of this content on your first run, since a lot of it is hidden off the beaten track. Jazzpunk is a game that doesn't take itself seriously, and creates a unique experience with its combination of densely packed level design and absurdist sense of humor, giving the player a feeling that they'll never truly know what's around every corner or behind every door. Let's see what's behind this one.
15 gallons of pig semen.
However, my biggest problem with Jazzpunk is how incredibly short the game is. And I don't mean that in a hacky game reviewer. OMG, this game is so great I want more to consume kind of way. More so, I was genuinely surprised by how short it actually was, having not played it for a number of years. Even when rubbing up against every wall in the game like some kind of fucking lunatic, Jazzpunk is only about 3 hours long in terms of original content, which isn't all that much game time for a title currently selling for $10.99 on Steam. Though I suppose given the sea of absolute drivel that's available on Steam, I think that can be forgiven. Better to spend that money on this game than on those visual novels you keep buying. Your dad might actually be able to look you in the eye if you do that.
Are you winning, son?
Jazzpunk's presentation is damn near perfect as far as I'm concerned. The graphical style is unique, and is used to great effect when creating environments both grounded and more abstract. Each level has its own distinct feel, both in terms of graphics and atmosphere, from the dark and grungy streets of a Blade Runner-style city, to a bright and inviting tropical resort. Jazzpunk shows it can turn its hand to almost any type of environment. Combine this with a soundtrack that draws heavy influence from 50s and 60s spy movies, and you have one of the strongest game designs I've ever seen, and perhaps one of my favorite games in terms of presentation. Overall, Jazzpunk is a genuinely unique experience, and one that I'd recommend to anyone. I've long been a disciple of Jazzpunk, going as far as buying it for someone who dared mention it in my presence, so I will vouch for its quality. It has a truly brilliant sense of humor, and while it is a short game, it definitely packs a lot into that short runtime. Anyway, I'll be off now. Decided that the bastard can keep my Mrs. Brown's crowns. I mean, have you seen those things? Fucking disgusting.